Canada is not for sale. That's what newly elected Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney stopped by the White House Tuesday to say to President Trump.
Trump has been flirting with making the Great White North the 51st state for months now, something he says would benefit Canadians. Take a listen to this exchange.
I believe it would be a massive tax cut for the Canadian citizens. You get free military, you get tremendous medical cares and other things.
As you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, having met with the owners of Canada over the course of the campaign last several months. It's not for sale, won't be for sale ever.
Never say never. Never say never.
Carney reiterated that point several times during and after the Oval Office meeting, despite pushback from Trump, something that was noticed by The Daily Show, which mocked Trump's repeated attempts to soften Prime Minister Carney's stance. Take a look.
Come on, Donald, use that Trump charm to put a ring on it.
It would really be a wonderful marriage because it's two places that get along very well. They like each other a lot.
Aww. It's like watching an episode of Love on the Spectrum. If the spectrum was fascism. I think Donald Trump just got friend-zoned.
Har har. So far, the White House has been largely silent on the issue since the Prime Minister's departure. Mark Carney, he's not someone of my ideological bent, but he's pretty good at this. By this, I mean, getting along with Donald Trump. I think Trump showed him a lot more respect than he showed Trudeau. And so that's a credit to him. It was, polite, happy conversation. I don't have an issue with it. On the Canada becoming the 21st state policy, that's actually something I don't favor for strict utilitarian political reasons, and I actually don't know why Trump wants to do it. If we added tons of electoral votes to Canada, we would like Democrats would be in power forever. It doesn't make sense.
It might be a good thing.
Standpoint to have Canada is substantially liberal and has a lot of people. This would be a massive state. This would be like adding another California. Why would we do that? But anyway.
I think that we need to pause and stop down. Trump was playing very nicely for a meeting with the country that he spent the last 5 months belittling. So that behavior, you thought that Carney was walking into the lion's den and it felt like he walked and talked to a house cat. That's how meek Trump was being. J.D. Vance didn't jump into the conversation at all like we saw him do with Zelensky.
Well, Trump is a gracious
No,
host
he's not.
and,
Something is up here. He knows that what he did. This is a little bit of backpedaling and trying to course correct, maybe reevaluating the situation. Canada is one of our closest allies, and we are treating them like an adversary. Even before Carney walked into the White House, Trump sent a message out on social media berating the country, berating the visit, downplaying the whole thing. It's like, how disrespectful can you be and then get in someone's face and be like, hey, how's it going? We love Canada. He spent deflection the entire time they were meeting and on camera. Oh, I love Canada. My mom's family.
Trump is right that
it was so ridiculous.
Trump is right that the U.S. joining Canada would be the greatest thing that ever happened to them. They could enjoy our low taxes, our military protection, now I wish we could borrow some of their ideas in terms of, actually they have very low regulation and low trade. Now their free speech policies are terrible. Nice little hybrid. It's in their interest. It's just not in our interest, so we shouldn't do it.
And also, I think that he needs to figure out a conversation to have with Canada. 75% of Canada's exports come to the U.S., and I think that we are treating, again, somebody that's a close ally that stands by our side in times of war and friction. We're treating them like garbage. We're not treating them well, and I think
in times of war,
we need to. I just say we have allies.
I don't think we're ever like, oh my God, thank goodness we have Canada on our side.
But okay, what was the point? What did you gain from the visit? Because never say never is not happening. He said not for sale, stop joking. Even the demeanor of
we can't even joke about it? Is joking illegal? Maybe it is in Canada.
Well, you have to remember, Carney ran on being anti-Trump. He won because he was so anti-Trump. So you want to schmooze the man who ran on being anti-you and then come in there and joke around as opposed to being serious about how we can have legitimate tariffs with an ally.
I grew up in the Detroit area, so I could see Canada from my backyard growing up. That's only a slight exaggeration. So I've always felt a kinship with our northern neighbors. I want good relations with Canada. I hope they have a productive discussion about how to bring down trade barriers, resolve some of the issues on our end about illegal crossings and other things and whatever's coming in that we are concerned about, fentanyl, and although I don't think that Canada is the main offender there, but let's have good relations with Canada. Let's have reciprocal trade agreements. The trade agreement can be very simple. We have free trade. No, they should not put barriers or tariffs on our stuff, and vice versa, and that should be the policy. It's very easy. I just worked it out just now. It doesn't have to take months to negotiate.
What's with the disconnect between the way he treats other world leaders and the way that he was treating Carney? Obviously, there's like a sense of respect that he has that this man stood 10 toes down against him so vehemently.
Well,
the joke was
respects that he's not Trudeau, who is just loathed by everyone on the right.
But that's still a world leader that you have to work with. I think
Trudeau?
I know in the past, Trump is a world leader that he needed to work with, and I think that behavior is like that of a 5-year-old, to treat somebody so poorly because you don't like their
I
attitude.
think Trudeau's behavior was that of a
You're going to have to engage with people as an adult in life and in the workplace.
well, they're engaging.
That you.
I don't know. They're doing that. It's fine. Who cares?
So that the meeting wasn't weird to you at all. That Trump was very like timid version of himself. Did he have a headache that day or
I
something?
wouldn't say
think he was
timid. I would say he's
even his joke of like never say never. It was very
Trump-
soft-spoken for Trump. It was very demure.
It was demure.
Yes, it was
Exactly
demure
what-
for Trump,
Well,
which
Trump is capable of being very demure when he wants to be. That's what's so appealing and compelling about Trump to so many people, is that he shows all these different sides of himself. He's just a fully realized meme machine, and has many different entertainment modes. There's hostile, engaging. This was him at his most engaging, and his supporters will love it and say good for him for being good outreach to Canada, and that's fine.
And I guess we can
What can I
blame
say?
the tweets that he sent right before or as Mark Carney was walking into his office on the same intern that tweeted out and Instagrammed out the Pope AI picture, and the same Instagram that AI'd out the May the 4th be with you picture. We can put that all on the intern for the White House, right?
Yeah, what can I say? Trump is creating content for different audiences on different platforms. Real life and social media are not the same. And,
Fine.
I think it's good that we're conversing politely with Canada. We should get what we want out of Carney, and they can get what they want, and it can be fine.
This might be a new leaf for Trump. We'll see.
Next up, chaos in the skies. Is it safe to fly anymore? We'll get into that next.